Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Being Human.
Welcome back. It's great to have you with us. Yeah. And this third one now. So, you know,
I'm telling you, man, I feel yin and yang.
Yeah,
I feel
yin and yang at the same time.
I feel sweet and sour. I feel like I'm drowning in air. So everything's good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Everything's going well.
Should we get the bit where we do the sponsorship out at the start now or later?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Today's sponsors. Should we do it now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're going to get out the way. Today's sponsor, Audacity, for this episode. We just want to, really pick up how good they are.
It took us an hour just to get Audacity to work on the laptop.
Didn't you have to reinstall it?
Yeah, I had to uninstall it and reinstall it, but it's fine.
And you see, that's what I love about Audacity, because you don't use up that storage space on your laptop.
It's the audacity of it. That's what I love about it. It's the audacity of Audacity. Yeah. Well, let me tell you about my week, dude.
Go on,
obviously, I knew we were doing the podcast, so I did some sleuthing on the internet. And I call it sleuthing because calling it research would imply that I don't spend about 70% of the time on a porn website. Okay.
Too many dicks.
Exactly. I only use your website, dude.
It's addictive.
Nice. So what I was looking up is, have you heard about duck peni before? Don't lick your lips when I say the word duck peni.
That's my safety word. I've heard people mention stuff about it before, but go on.
Well, so essentially, for the people who don't know about it, ducks have corkscrewed penises, right? So like a corkscrew, which sounds crazy in itself, but the females have corkscrew vaginas that go the opposite way to the men's peni.
Now, why?
Right? So this is what I had to research, because I heard about it and I didn't believe it, because the guy who screamed at me in the street just had shit all over him. And I think James, he was on our last podcast.
Oh, yeah,
he was on our last podcast. So anyway, I looked it up, and essentially I was reading this research paper on it, and I don't know why people research it. It was a funded paper in the US. And essentially what they said is the reasoning seems to be, is evolutionary wise, it's to stop rape happening. And the reason you want that is so that only the people you want to have sex with, so the ones who are the best, who have the best genes, the sexiest ones, will be able to penetrate you.
Jesus. So they made sex so painful that
men won't, the male ducks won't rape them. Yeah. No. And dude, I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But that's not even the worst part of what I read about in this paper. So one of the... Okay, I'm just going to brace you for it, because I know I'm talking about ducks, and you normally go to the park, you feed them bread and whatever. It's great. They reported a case of homosexual necrophilia in ducks.
Just a case?
Well, this is the funny... Well, I know it doesn't... Well, I have two things I want to mention about it, okay?
Okay.
A, the way the paper was written made it sound like if you wait long enough, a duck will rape another dead male duck, right?
Oh.
Which I'm assuming is not the case. I don't think you can just go down to the local park, sit down, have a bevy and wait it out and just see if it happens.
Also, this completely changes my perspective on bird watchers.
If they wait long enough, they will see it happen.
Why'd you wait for so long? Oh, you wouldn't even want to know.
Why's your dick out? Oh, you wouldn't even want to know.
Where are all these curly whirlies? Protein boy.
So that was the first thing.
Yeah.
They made it sound like if you wait long enough, you will see a duck or rape another duck, which I'm assuming is not the case. And secondly, and just hear me out, right? They phrased it as though homosexual necrophilia made it worse. Like, I don't know about you, dude, but if I read the newspaper, just hear me out, right?
Okay,
imagine you turn on the news on the TV, right? And it goes, man, necrophilia rapes dead body. You're already like, wow, that's fucked up. They don't need to add the homosexual part to it to make it sound more fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you're not like, was it a man or a woman?
Do you think
that
it makes it more appealing as a headline to people, to pull them in? Was that the title of the article?
No. It was a research paper. I was reading a research paper on it, which I had to delete my history straight afterwards, obviously. But yeah, it was more the idea that was supposed to be the weird part of it. Like, wait, ducks are gay? Wait, ducks have sex with dead animals? But he's gay? What the fuck?
And what's to say that duck didn't rape a female dead duck?
No, it was a male duck banging another dead male duck.
But you said if you wait long enough, it happens. Well, now, is it always a male duck banging a dead male duck? Or does sometimes...
Wait, so go on, I'll let you finish.
Sometimes does a male duck bang a dead female duck?
That's what I don't know, dude. Because they clearly didn't. They were not enthusiastic enough and didn't wait around long enough to see. They just watched it. Well,
there's some research that needs looking
into.
To do
it. He needs funding. He needs funding.
There's not enough funding for these kind
of things. And they're things we need to know about. Exactly. Like,
I mean, that would completely change the next series of, what is it, Planet Earth? With David Attenborough. And the young female... No, the young male duck bangs the dead female.
It turns out they're not just homosexual. And that is it for this episode. And people just sat at home going, fucking hell, the world is majestic. Oh, dear. So how's your week been?
Well, you know, I have actually some news to talk about.
Okay.
It's been rough.
Yeah.
This past 4 weeks even.
Wow, 4 weeks.
And I want to start from the beginning of the story.
Please do.
I came back from holiday, as the viewers might have known. I've been away for 2 weeks. And something happened online. It really played to something in me. Like my almost like aspiration, something I want was presented to me as an advert.
Right.
Now, what this advert consisted of was a video of a drone flying in the air and a man throwing shoes at it.
Right. So I don't mean to laugh.
It's okay.
I'm deep in it.
Throwing water balloons at it.
Yeah.
And the drone was staying stable in the sky.
Wow.
It was barely moving. And I was like, oh, it's amazing. I wanted a drone. Just being away. I was photographing the whole journey, filming it. I was like, I just want that, aerial view shot. So I clicked on the ad.
Wait, so we're talking about a drone?
We're talking about a drone.
Yeah, so you saw an advert for a drone.
I saw an advert for a drone.
Okay, sorry, carry on.
And I clicked through to this ad.
Yes.
And as a disclaimer, in hindsight, this sounds utterly crazy, and I don't know why I fell for this, but it was advertised as the best drone ever for 95% off.
Yeah, wow.
And the drone was, I think it's like a DJI Maverick something, which is £1,000 drone, really expensive.
It sounds like they should be flying off the shelf.
Well, jokes on all of us, because it actually was flying off the shelf. 95% off, so it was like £1,000 to $100. Wow. And I paid extra to get a 4K drone with 2 batteries, which came to around $150.
Right, okay, so it's still
and
very
I was like,
cheap.
I'd just woken up, getting ready for work. I was just like, I'm just going to do it. Maybe a factory somewhere just got given these drones. I'm just trying to get rid of them.
That's not how it happens. Yeah, the factory.
Yeah, that's exactly how things happen.
They don't make the
online.
drones out of the factory. Yeah. Someone gives it to a factory and then they sell it. Yeah.
And that was it. 2 weeks. I waited for the delivery to come, and it came to me at work. And I'd also that day ordered something else. I was expecting a small light for my camera.
Right.
So when I got this box, I was like, oh, my light's here.
Yeah.
I opened the box up, and inside was my drone.
Right.
And it was about the size of a small Satsuma.
Right.
It was tiny. It had no batteries with it. Just a little game controller, tiny thing. I'd essentially been scammed.
They fully hook, line, and sinker, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Was it 4K though?
No.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, so what are you going to do about it then?
So here's the best thing. I don't know if you guys or anyone has heard of Monzo before. Have you heard of them? Monzo is a challenger bank, and what they do is
Yeah.
the money that you put into them. So you have normal like credit
Yeah,
account, like your bank account, debit account, and you put the money in there, and that money is your money. They don't take it. They don't charge you interest. You don't gain anything. It's just your money there to control, but it's through a mobile app.
Yeah.
And that app gives you instant notifications when you spend on it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's also free to use abroad, so
Okay.
you don't get charged
That's pretty
interest.
cool,
It's a great concept. It allows people to
How do they
manage
make
the
money on it though?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
Yeah. They must use your money to like make investments and stuff as a company.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But
sorry, carry on. Yeah. So
this is the premise, or like the idea I was sold them. So I luckily used them to buy my drone.
Yeah.
And I rang them up, but customer service is amazing.
Yeah.
So I got right through straight away. Spoke to a friendly woman. She told me, don't worry. You've got two.
You're the 20th today who's done the same scam.
She did laugh at me when I told her.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah.
Because I was
That's good,
I've done something stupid, and it's entirely my fault.
Yeah.
I bought a drone and it's the size of an orange. I bought a 4K drone with 2 batteries.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I spoke to her and she
Yeah.
said, don't worry, you've got 2 weeks to decide. You basically just screenshot everything, email them all the stuff,
Yeah.
and make sure you keep on going and keep documenting it.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is the last day of that journey.
So you
And
find
they
out
haven't
whether
got
you
back
money
to me.
Okay. Yeah.
But I've also collected evidence
yeah.
of everything that's happened, things that have been deleted that I have.
You made that sound like all the journeys I've been on with my drone now.
I know. Me and my little drone.
Just you sat on a little window ledge looking out with your little drone
God.
next to you. And then you on a plane and looking through the window with the drone next to you.
Flying along outside.
You in the Himalayan mountains with all the snow on you and your little drone. Like, yeah, we can do
But
this.
in reality, I'd fly it in the air and a pigeon would just come and knock it straight out.
Yeah, but then it would be you, dude, next to it in the hospital, and it's in a little bed, and you're just like, we can make it through this. Jesus, no, Jesus, don't take it from me. Oh dear. So,
wound
dude,
is
all
still
this
fresh.
effort, though, for 150 quid. Did you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, I'm going to put this case forward and hopefully get the money back, because they're going to put a claim forward to MasterCard, present the evidence, say I've been scammed, but so many people have been scammed. If you guys want to go and check it out, it might still be online. Type in...
Well, yeah, don't buy it, though.
Don't buy anything.
Yeah. Unless, wait, if you bought shares in the company.
Exactly. Unless you have shares.
Yeah.
So go online and type in marveljoy.com and just look at the website.
Yeah, don't
it
buy
looks
anything.
legit.
Yeah.
The discount things on there are crazy. It's like, I've heard stories of, those things that allow you to breathe underwater, not snorkels, the actual, like you can swim under,
Like
scuba diving. I want to
like
say
in, what's it called? In
James Bond or something.
Yeah. Where there's like a little thing in your
and people getting actual snorkels.
Really? So they ripped off loads of
they're
people.
sending
I
people
get
products,
you.
but it's not what was
Wow.
advertised.
What if though, dude, the owner of the company is just like a little retarded guy, and he genuinely believes that these things are what he's selling?
Could be true. Could be true.
Or, so you said you saw a video, right, of a guy throwing stuff at it. What if that guy was just a little homunculus, and he was actually only 3 foot tall, so the drone looked really big while he was throwing stuff at it? So
That's true.
Like,
I mean,
reference.
I did track down the address, and it's in Beijing.
Well, there you go.
So I'm coming for you, Marvel Joy. I'm coming for you.
But you saw this advert on Facebook though.
Yeah.
And Facebook recently been advertising they're trying to basically lock down on this type of bullshit, haven't they? So like fake news, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're trying to really cut down on it. They've been doing all those emotional adverts basically, haven't
The
they?
thing is, there's so much on there that I don't even think they can fully control
Yeah,
and manage
yeah.
it. And
Well, like now
how would
they
you even know?
like you've flagged it up.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future they will knock that one down. But yeah, as you said, the speed people can put adverts on Facebook now, because it's just
anyone can create an account.
Exactly.
That's the thing, and anyone can. They're using Shopify as their platform as well to sell, and you just put in a template. It's really easy to set up, and then they're not sponsored, by the way.
They're not sponsors,
But I just like to say Marvel Joy are sponsors.
They are. Buy as many.
And if you use our discount code, fuck you get 50% off. You're already 95% off.
All in capitals, fuck you. All one word. All one word. Yeah. What made you want to buy it in the first place? Was it just
Like I said, it's
make
more
cool
just
videos?
at the moment I'm really into photography,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's something I'm learning, and I'd even say I'm a little bit passionate about.
Passionate.
Ooh, passionate.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
passionate.
funny when people use words like passionate.
I know it is. Do you not think it like
I saw a DFS
detracts
advert.
from what they're actually trying to say? Is make it, oh, you're passionate, is he?
Yeah, well, like I saw a DFS advert for sofas, and it said passionate about sofas.
Oh, of course you are, mate.
Yeah, so what you
like
what?
he goes home and he just has
like
no bed. He sleeps on the sofa.
His wife's like, "Are you gonna come? Let's have sex." And he's like, "I'm just."
I feel this leather.
The leather recliner. Leather recliner.
And do you think it also has negative connotations when used in an interview setting as well?
Well, like if you use it literally, it makes you sound like the fucking weirdest person ever. Like imagine if we're in an interview right now and say, as we've discussed before in the first episode, you eventually might want to make a video company, right? We're not talking about Too Many Dicks, Not Enough Time, because that's where passion is needed. But like if you interviewed me for the company, and say you were just interviewing me, even for something menial, like I'm just a janitor of the company, and I come in, let's say I come into the interview room and you ask me a question.
Come on in.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm in the room, hey.
I know you are.
Well, how's it going?
It's going good. How about you?
Sorry, I don't know why I'm being so abrasive in this interview situation.
I know. It's just
my name is Ping Ping.
Okay, welcome. Come in, Ping Ping.
Why are you speaking in an accent to me now that you know my name's Ping Ping?
I know. I know Espanol.
I'm Ping Ping.
Okay, come on
in. My parents migrated from Vietnam.
Yes, tell me about
yourself. And adopted me in England.
Yeah.
My parents are Indian. My biological parents are Indian.
Yeah.
I thought you should know that about me before you interview me.
I'm glad I know that.
Good. And my name is Ping. Ping. So my first name's Ping.
Now,
and then my surname is
Tell
Ping.
me, Ping Ping, have you ever kissed
No, just call me Ping. Just call me Ping.
Ping.
Yeah. Mr.
Toboshi.
Mr. Toboshi. Hello, Mr. Toboshi.
My parents are both Russian.
And you have the name Toboshi. Interesting. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your name, Mr. Toboshi.
Mexican.
Mexican Russian.
Okay, come on in. Tell me, why should I hire you?
Am I in the room or not?
Yes, you are. You're
okay,
in the
I'm sat down in the room.
You came in the...
Okay, I'm in the room.
Okay.
Mr.
Why
Toboshi.
should I hire you?
Because it's my motivation. And I'm just passionate about cleaning. I'm passionate. Mr. Toboshi, you okay?
I don't like the word passion, boy.
What's happened to your voice, Mr. Toboshi? Me too, Mr. Toboshi. Hashtag me too. And that's how that scene would play out. That's why you shouldn't use passion.
And I think that perfectly sums up why you shouldn't use the word.
Exactly. Back to you talking about Facebook. And this Facebook advertisements, right? And they're trying to rule out all this bullshit that's happening, right? I was thinking about something recently because the advert they did about trying to rule out bullshit and all that stuff. And trying to basically, the advert didn't say we're trying to get rid of bullshit. It was just very emotive. It was like, look what we do. We're friends of yours. Facebook's friends with you. We want to be on your side. It was never just like, okay, we know we fucked up. We leaked all this information about you guys to Cambridge University.
Yeah.
We're just going to try and not do that again. Please come back, is basically what they were really trying to say. And I've noticed similar things with the Apple advertisements. And this is quite crazy because at the moment they're the first US company to hit $1 trillion.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's incredible. Obviously, other companies have, like a lot of
Yeah.
Saudi oil companies have, and I think it was the Chinese steel industry hit $1 trillion as well. But we're talking about westernized companies. At the moment. They're the first one to do it.
God, that's huge.
Yeah, I didn't realize, but like Microsoft are like a third of that, dude. They're like near to 300 billion, which is a lot, but it's not nearly anywhere there. You know what I mean? And what I've noticed about them, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because you use Apple products. Is their adverts are never like, this is our product, it's really good, this is what it has on it. So like if you look at a Samsung advert, it's like 32 gigabytes on the phone.
Yeah.
This is what its megapixel camera is. This is how quickly it works. Buy it for this much money. Whereas Apple adverts are always like, you will travel the world with your Apple.
I love this. I love it so much because I completely know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
They focus on they play to people's
emotions. Yes, yeah.
They, like, even just calling the Genius bar,
Mm-hmm.
like you feel like you're going and you're seeing an expert and a genius. That's branding. Their branding is so good.
So good.
So good that people, like calling it a MacBook Pro.
Mm-hmm.
There's the MacBook, but calling him a MacBook Pro, that's a whole new thing.
It's not just a MacBook, it's a MacBook Pro.
I know, and it's that, and they make them look good as well.
Yeah.
They build them for people who like designers, and it just looks, it's a cool product, and it is cool.
What I found really interesting is, and I'm going to come back to this point of basically them using this emotive language in their adverts and them being $1 trillion company. But I went to before I started my PhD, I was trying to look for a job over summer, and I eventually ended up being a teppanyaki chef. But that's a story for another time. That's a true story. I became a teppanyaki chef. I was just trying to look for a job over the summer, and I applied for a job of just being a salesman at a hardware company, basically. So they were just selling laptops, selling computers and stuff. And I didn't end up taking it because it was all off commission, and I was only going to be there for 2 months. So I wouldn't have made any money. It would have been pointless, essentially. But when I went, I had an interview with the CEO of the company, and it was incredible, really nice guy. He offered me the job essentially just because I was a nice guy as well. And we got into this really cool conversation about him saying he had met a massive seller in Apple, right? And I'm not going to say that, I know the name of the guy, but I'm not going to say it because of what he said about the products. And he said they are told never to mention the specifics of the product itself because it can't beat other products. So an Apple phone, you can't say this is going to be better than the Samsung phone because it's not going to be better than the Samsung phone. So that's why they sell more about the emotional side of things, going, this is how it'll improve your life. We're not saying it's going to be better than if you bought a Samsung phone or a Microsoft phone, etc., etc. I'm just using Samsung as an example here. But they can go, if you buy this laptop, you're going to be more interesting as a person. And I think, and as I said, they've now hit $1 trillion. I partially do believe this ties into something we mentioned before. Everyone feeling like they're not interesting enough at the moment. Like people feeling like they're not good enough as a person. So, for instance, feeling like you need to be an image on social media, like you need to have this many likes on your picture on Instagram or whatever to feel warranted, feeling like you're a good person. So I wonder whether that's why these products are doing so well. Because if you're a person who thinks your life is already great, you don't need a product you think is going to improve your life.
Well, it's hard. You don't have any Apple products, do you?
No, I don't. No.
So I used to be against Apple until I started using them, and I got a Mac, and before that I'd had Windows all my life, and I've never looked back since. Everything I found was just so easy, even the way it operates.
I think though, dude, it's because when you got Macs, they did originally have software that you couldn't get on Microsoft's, right? And this conversation isn't about me saying Microsoft better than Apple. I'm just trying to understand why they've done so well. You know what I mean? Because everything you can now get on Apple, I essentially can get on Microsoft, and vice versa. So as in, I'm not saying Apple can't get what you can get on Microsoft. You can as well. So, and I think something else they did that was great is because you bought it when you needed it, because you're an artist, you needed all the software for doing art, which you couldn't get on Microsoft at the time. But now you have the charger for the Apple, which is their own individual charger. You have their external hard drives, which only work on Apple products. It's ingenious what they did. Because what they did is they went, we need people to buy an Apple and then have to keep on buying Apple, which is incredibly clever idea.
Well, actually, so I have 2 Macs, which I'm lucky one is a work laptop, and both the chargers are different. Here's the thing, and this is going to really get your gears riled up. My new Mac, which is $2,500, which work got me, is amazing. It's so good. It can process and edit. I can edit in After Effects, which is video editing software, and it's incredibly intense and hard for a normal laptop to run that. And all the ports on there have been changed to these new Thunderbolt ports. There's no USB. I can't put in my memory card. The only other port in is a headphone port.
See, it's ingenious. That's so clever. Because as I said, I know I sound like I'm Apple bashing, but I'm not. I know it's hard because as soon as I'm someone who's never had a product of theirs, people instantly go, oh, he's just being biased. where I'm not. I think Apple products are probably incredible. They obviously are very, very good.
I mean,
but I'm just what I'm saying is they're no better than a Microsoft product for the same price. So why have they done so well? And I genuinely think it is this the people in society being in a place now where they need to feel accepted and feel interesting. So if you use emotive language to sell your product rather than, actual figures and facts about it, it sells a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for people have been doing it for years. Imagine if you saw a Ferrari, they never have just a picture of a Ferrari. They always have a semi-naked woman on it because they want to sell a lifestyle. And that's exactly what Apple have done with their products. They've sold a lifestyle, not a product, which is ingenious. It's so clever. How do you think you're going to die, Chris?
In a ring of fire.
Go on. What leads you to that ring of fire?
So it all starts on a Tuesday.
Right.
As all stories
do. As all fire rings do.
And I'm going to join the circus.
Right.
Because I'm looking for a new job.
Okay.
At the time.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, so it's not now.
But I'm looking to join initially as a designer.
The circus designer.
Exactly, yeah. Circus
designer.
Be
more specific, like so set design or like leaflet design,
logo design,
just the logo. That's it. Wow, that'll sustain you.
But there's initiation before you start.
Right. Wow. Okay, this is dark. So
that initiation involves getting in a ring with a lion.
Yeah.
And trying to tame it.
Okay.
With a graphics tablet. It's the only thing they give you.
Apple
and a Samsung at the same time.
Both. Wow, so it's more of a test.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And that goes well. I managed to do it.
Okay, right. That's not what I expected. Yeah.
And then on my way out of the ring, when I'm walking with the lion side by side,
you set on fire.
I set on fire.
Wow.
I trip over and. Yeah, that's how it
Wait, so you set on fire and then trip over onto some fire?
Yeah.
Or it's just spontaneous combustion?
Exactly. You just never know when it's going to happen.
That's wow. How old are you when that happens?
37.
Wow. Oh, you got ages then. Wow.
Yeah, but
that's exciting.
Got a good couple of years.
Yeah.
How about you?
I mean, I've really been thinking recently about it, dude. I really have, because, visions of mortality, they do start to happen when you're quite young. Like, I don't know about you. When I was a kid, I didn't really think about how I'm going to die. I did think about how my parents might die, but in like I don't want them to die type of way.
Yeah.
And recently I've really been having those visions about how you're going to die. Oh, no. You thought me? No, I know. I'm immortal. Don't worry about it.
Okay, go on, tell me.
Well, it's odd that you said a ring of fire.
Yeah.
Because it kind of was... I thought this dude, like, I really have high esteem of you, dude. I think you're a great guy.
Thank you.
Little penis. Really nice guy, Like, really fat and nice, but like great, like sweaty and but a good guy.
Okay.
Like really, your pension is going to be top notch, but...
Does this lead to my death?
No. So this is just this is just me being nice to you. Because I think I remember last episode when I asked you to be nice about me. You said that we weren't friends. So I'm just.
Do you have to bring this up now?
Well,
jeez.
I just thought, Anyway, so as the listeners can see that I'm really nice to Chris, even though he's a little prick, but still. So the way I've really recently I've been thinking about it, and I thought it'll probably be in some kind of monster truck accident. And just hear me out.
That sounds like
I feel like what's going to happen is when you get older, I envision more like 50 years old, right?
Oh, cool.
So I've given you a bit more time because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like
I could live with that.
Who's a horrible person. Best friend, really horrible person. So like 50 years old, you just have a breakdown. And I'm not 100% sure why yet, but there's many reasons. Come on, there's many reasons. Look,
it's fashionable, isn't it?
Yeah, to have a breakdown. Yeah, it's very
social media trend.
Yeah, it's very millennial.
Hashtag my breakdown too. Oh no!
I'm not even going to delve into
this
that.
This is why I'm going to hell.
One of the reasons. I mean, the many people you've murdered.
Also that.
The ducks that you've been
that I've been filming. Bang that dead duck, little ducky.
I'm not gonna bang it. Oh yeah. Wait, no, not homosexual. Stop it.
Don't don't look good.
So anyway,
Okay.
in a motorbike,
Back to-
a monster truck accident, right?
Yep.
What I envision is when you're 50 years old, right? You suddenly have this breakdown and you become like insane, and you start to believe that you're not human. You think that you are an Autobot. You think that you're a Transformer. And what would you be called? Like the Segway. You'd be a Segway.
Segwaytron.
Yeah.
Segtron.
Yes. Segtron, yeah, exactly. Segtron. Yeah.
Segtron will destroy the Decepticons.
Like the gayest Transformer name.
Oh, hey boys, it's Segtron here. Where are the Decepticons then?
Oh, that Ultron, he's really bad. That's not even from Transformers, is it?
I don't know. I've never seen anything.
I think that's from Star Wars.
Ultron.
Yeah.
Voltron, Return of the Sith.
So yeah, I think
Segtron.
you go into this like weird state where you think you're a robot.
Yeah.
And so you apply to be in this monster truck event, right? Because you're like, oh, I can destroy that monster truck.
I am Segtron. I will destroy monster truck.
That's how you speak, because
Yeah,
you also forget how to speak
Yeah.
properly as well. And you have a very serious smoking habit, so it destroys your voice. And so you enter this competition,
Yeah.
and obviously you win. Yeah, you destroy the monster truck, but
I
on the
was
way
gonna
out, you trip over and set on fire and die.
Damn it. That's
Yeah.
why you got to watch for those steps.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta watch for those spontaneous combustions. as
Also, how good would that be as a Vice documentary?
well. The man who thought he was.
Man believes he's a Transformer, defeats Monster Truck.
I love how his vision of his ability to transform is so bad. He's a Segway. He transforms into a Segway. Oh, dear. No, it'd be a very good documentary though, yeah.
Did you know the guy who invented the Segway died by rolling off a cliff
You joking?
on a Segway? No.
That's a joke.
No, it's not.
Are you...
I swear down, search it. He was called Segtron. No, but it wasn't
You
a
sound
joke.
fired
Don't
up.
let my after joke take away from the actual
Yeah, no,
facts
You
there.
actually fell off.
Little nugget for you all.
Would you just call the audience a little nugget?
Mm.
You can't point our audience and call them nuggets.
Why?
You gotta be like, you little nuggets.
You little nuggets.
You know what
in
a
there.
nugget is, right?
It's
a person with no arms
tasty
and
piece
legs.
of meat. What?
What we said might overlap. I said it was a person with no arms and legs, and you said it's a nice little piece of tasty meat.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny.
So that's how it's all going to end.
For you, at least.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like it's going to be more... I feel like it's going to be something more, you know? Like something that's going to outdo you becoming a Segway machine.
Okay, what would that be? If you had to predict right now.
Honestly, I think it's going to be like... so I'll be like 80 years old, and my wife passes away, and every day I go to visit her grave, which is the River Thames, because she asked for me to dump her body into the River Thames. And so I go there every day to see her floating. And I have a dog, and his name is Shuzah, because it's a little Shih Tzu slash a collie dog, right? And I walk Shazah every day. And Shazah's 12 years old, so I'm 92 now, because I get Shazah's just after she passes away. My wife passes away, to make up, for the loss and the pain that I feel every day, and the yin and the yang, and the sweet and the sour, and the drowning in happiness. Why are you laughing? I'm opening up to you here.
So this dog fills the void of your dead wife. Yeah. Shazao.
Yeah, Shazah.
Shazao.
Zah. Yeah, Shazah. It's a French name. It means Shazah in French. And I'm walking Shazah, and as I said, she's 12 years old, and I'm 92 now, and obviously I'm very old, and I'm decrepit, and I'm using a walking stick to walk, and we're walking along the Thames once again to go visit her, and she's not there, obviously. She hasn't been there for a long time, but Shazah still takes me every day. And originally I was taking Shazah, but now by this point, Shazah is the one
You're the one on
me.
the lead.
Yeah,
and the dog's the one pulling you along.
Exactly, pulling me along. Yeah, exactly. And we get there, and I know it's time for Shazah to leave. You know, Shazah's 12 years old. She's old. She's an old old hermaphrodite. No, she's non-binary because dogs by that point will also be non-binary. We don't gender specify our dogs by that point.
Probably not even humans.
No.
In fact, everyone's probably binary by then.
Well, I'm Segtron. I'm taking over your part. I am the Segtron. So I'm a robot. And so we walk down to the riverside and I just see Shazat walk into the water and I don't stop her because I know it's time. And then I follow her and we live under the sea. And that's how The Little Mermaid starts.
Is this the point that you wake up and you've been locked away in a insane asylum for 3 years and then you die by choking on a button?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Shazat is also Sarah, who's the woman who looks after you.
The doctor who looks after me. Yeah.
That's why she's been leading you.
Hey Shazat, and she's like, Mr. Bahir, we told you don't stroke my hair. Come on. Shazat, we'll go down to the lake.
I told you don't stroke my hair. Choke slam.
Exactly. So I think that's probably how I'll go.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought to yourself that you wanted to sound different? Like we've already obviously done
Segtron.
But have you ever wanted a different voice? Everyone always asks, do you wish you could look different in any way?
You know I'm from Middlesbrough, right?
Yeah.
I grew up in a place where it'd be like, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you hard as me?
Yeah, I think your accent probably sounds really posh in Middlesbrough.
It does.
Yeah,
people from Middlesbrough don't think I'm from Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I get that.
And not a lot of people can tell where I'm from. And it's not necessarily because I'm from a posh family.
You made that sound like they're like, are you from the centre of the earth?
Exactly.
But, yeah, you've not got a posh family, so
it's
why
because
do you think
I've consciously thought about this for so long, about knowing how I sound and how I speak. And I know I do have a northern accent, but we learned about this thing in English language while I was in college.
Yeah.
And it's like RP, received pronunciation. The Queen's English.
You were taught that at school?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was like, so an example of this would be, where I'm from, we would say, I'd have a cup of tea.
Yes.
Where the Queen's English would be, I'd have a cap of tea.
Yes.
It would be like cap.
A cap.
I'll have a cap of tea.
I'm going to hit you in the face with my cap.
Get that cap out of my face.
I'm going to put this cap up your anus.
And the whole idea of this was, it was to do with the way that people perceived certain accents. And a northern accent is generally associated with lower intelligence.
Yeah.
Being friendly, whereas a southern accent is associated with high intelligence, being unapproachable in certain situations.
I get what you mean, actually. That's really interesting. So, because I personally think I've really tried to not judge people by their accent purely because of what you're saying, because it's I don't want to use the term racism, but it's a form of it, essentially, because you're prejudging what someone's like just because of the way they talk.
Yeah.
I don't have a northern accent, really. I think you can probably pick it up on some of the words I use, but I don't know why I have a non-accent is what most people describe what I have.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be able to say he's definitely from the north, he's from the south. You just wouldn't really be able to tell. But I don't know whether that's abrasive or it just adds nothing to my character, if you know what I mean. But I don't know if that's a good thing or
maybe
not.
that's a good thing, because maybe then when you do voices and...
Yeah. Well, maybe that is why I speak like this most of the time. When I meet people, I say, hello, I am Ricky. How is it going? Like that. And they're like,
and then you do an accent and you're like, oh, hi guys. Look at me. I'm a little British person.
Oh, hey, I'm from Leeds. How's it going? It is stupid.
You should do that.
Yeah, sure, what I mean. But I've asked this. I always ask my girlfriend these stupid questions, and she actually does entertain me with them, which is good. Like, she allows me to ask stupid questions like, oh, what would you have done when we met if I spoke like this? Hey, how's it going? And she'd be like, I just want to talk to you. Well, I mean, fair enough, you know.
You've got to give someone a chance.
And I did say to her, if you met me and I spoke like this, oh, hello, madam. How's it going? Would you believe that's how I spoke? And I asked you the same question. If you met me, dude, and I spoke in our Bobby Brown voice, and like, I'm Bobby Brown, would you believe that was me? And I guess it's a hard question because you already know me, but try to be objective.
Even then, though, I think you'd have a certain smirk on your face, and you'd be saying it with a little smile. So if I met you and I didn't know you
Yeah.
and you were speaking like that, it would seem too obvious that you were doing an accent
Yeah,
because
yeah.
no one speaks like
But
that.
I think genuinely,
Yes.
if everyone else was going along with it and they didn't seem to give away that that wasn't my voice, you would just assume it was. I think at first you'd be like, this guy's got a weird ass voice, but
This guy's got a sick ass voice.
yeah, you would be like, it's a fucking cool voice. Yeah, like,
Oh, hey there, boy. How's it going? I'm Bobby Brown.
you
This
know,
is my friend Bobby.
yeah,
Dad.
exactly.
I'm Bobby. I sell coat hangers.
I have a shit job, I have a cool voice.
He's from, where are you from again?
I'm from the center of the earth.
That's what Middlesbrough say to me. But like, genuinely, if I could change my voice, there's only one thing I'd really want to change it to.
No, here we go.
And it's like being super gangster.
Yeah.
Like imagine when they're like, yo, what's going on, man? You know what I mean? Like, because you can say anything and sound cool as fuck, or at least as intimidating as
tell
fuck.
me something science related in a gangster voice.
Okay. Rivers on Mars, yeah? They formed 4.1 billion years ago in the New Archean period, yeah?
Wow.
You know what I mean? You're
Now
like,
give
wow.
me your fucking wallet.
Yeah, exactly. But dude, like, because it sounds so intimidating, you
Yeah.
can say whatever you want. Like, especially the word motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
if I say it, it just doesn't sound like much. Like,
Yeah.
you motherfucker. You're just
Yeah.
like, okay. When I'm like, yo, motherfucker. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're like, wow, this guy's intimidating. I can be like, yo, you never seen a man suck his own dick before, motherfucker? You're like, wow, intimidating.
Yeah, whereas if you just said that
Yeah.
normally.
You never seen a man suck his own dick before, motherfucker? See?
Oh,
You feel
Ricky.
sad. You feel
Yeah.
sad for me.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm like, yo, motherfucker, you never seen a man cry so much he shits himself, motherfucker.
I love it.
You're like, this guy's cool.
Yeah. Wait, why don't you just do that?
I guess I could. I mean, it's a bit abrasive.
Yeah.
Yo, motherfucker, my boyfriend will beat you up, yeah?
Oh no. Tell me about your holiday then, Ricky. You've been away, haven't you?
Yeah, so I was in Malta. I would strongly advise going there if you can. It was really good. It was just a family holiday. You
Yeah.
know, really, you'd think it'd just be chill, really nice, hanging out by a pool, can't complain. So we chose this amazing villa to stay
Yeah.
in, literally on top of this mountain on the southern side of Malta. So it was a bit out of the way, but that was great because you'd think peace, serenity, visual area watching across the surface of the whole of Malta.
That
Birds
sounds
flying
nice.
by.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
birds flying. The air cascading against your semi-naked body as you look out across the earth
with your family.
with your family. Put your dick away, Dad. Now it's nice again. Now it's serene. Everyone close your eyes just to visualize it. That's the sound of a cat hitting a fan. And then boom. Dude, like boom, 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 boom. We were right next to a firework factory.
I thought you were going to start
I'm not
singing
even joking.
a song.
No. No.
Boom, boom, boom. You're right next to a firework factory.
Our villa was
Yeah.
right next to a fireworks
And
factory.
what happened?
And they would set off the dummy fireworks that weren't be allowed to be sold.
Oh no.
And also at the same time,
yeah.
there was a festival going on where they would set off fireworks at random fucking times in the day. Like, you know, when would you normally set off fireworks? When it's dark at least, right? So
Are
you
you
can
sure
see
these
the
are
fireworks.
fireworks?
Dude, I don't know, because they were not visually appealing in any way. It was literally just like being in the Gaza Strip. I can imagine.
Oh my god.
Apart from less dying.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was literally just bang.
Yeah.
And like, we would be a good, like, you know, when you can see it explode and then it takes 2-3 seconds to get next to you and it would still almost burst your eardrums. It was that loud. God. It was insanity.
Yeah.
But what I didn't get was they would be in the middle of the fucking day.
Yeah, what's
So-
the logic in that?
I don't know, dude. It was supposedly because of some religious ceremony that was going on, right? But it went on for the whole week we were there. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we did go to these catacombs, right? Or catacombs, however you want to pronounce it, that were there. And they're essentially, you know, where they keep dead bodies of saints and stuff. And there was literally a saint for every fucking day of the year. So maybe they were having, today is Saint Uga Iraz Day. And then the next day is Saint Uga Iro II's Day. So maybe that's why.
That is the most common name in Malta, isn't it?
Well, yeah, well, exactly.
It's the only name, in fact. I believe.
Yeah, it's just you have to go, oh, hey, I'm Uga Iga 356, you know, stuff like that. And it's his day on the last day of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an incredible experience. But at the same time, it genuinely felt like you were being shot from like by airplanes the whole time you were there.
Maybe you were.
Well, the fucking insane thing was, dude, the airport was right next to where they were setting off fireworks.
How does that work?
I don't know. These planes were flying across while these massive fireworks are going off right next to them. But obviously, they just must be used to it. So
you know, it kind of raises the point. If you're ever going to set up a fireworks factory, where do you build it?
That's something I know you and I have been thinking about for a long time.
We do just, yeah.
And please comment below if you have a good idea where we can set up our fireworks factory. But
boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, bang, bang, bang is the name of the company. Boom, 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 bang, 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 boom, boom, boom.com.uk.ac.uk//
fire.
Exactly, fire. Yeah, exactly. And what I can think we can take away from it is I think that British fireworks are too much about the visual experience. And what we're missing out on is for the blind. Fireworks for the blind is what we need to release.
You want something that shatters and shatters your bones.
Yeah, you know how dogs react really badly to fireworks?
Yeah.
We want you as a human to be like, this is just unpleasant. Oh, this isn't an experience.
My ears
I want
are already hurting
of.
thinking about it.
It was the worst. I remember one just went off, boom, and a little bit of blood just came out. And then for a moment, I was, you know, when you just hear that noise, and then your eyes open up and it's just flashing. And the guy was like, and then he put on a gas mask on my face and was like, and he's like, come on, like that. And there's a guy in front of me carrying his own arm and stuff like that.
I think this is how you're going to die.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were fireworks now that you mention it.
It has been amazing as always.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
Moses as always.
Moses as always. Moses as always.
Yeah.
You know what, Chris? It's been Moses as always.
It has.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah. It's been amazing. We've had some great feedback from the previous 2 episodes.
Yes, fucking yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just going to keep doing this, and hopefully in the next one we'll have some guests.
Yes.
Maybe not hopefully.
Yeah, we're not sure if you gathered, but we don't always have guests because we want to keep it with us and we also want to keep it with guests as well.
We want to keep it as exclusive as possible, basically. We only want to let in a select few people.
Yeah, like this guy on the street the other day, he gave me some money. And then he said, can I be on your podcast? And I said, yeah.
The problem is too many people are trying to get on it now.
Yeah, like...
And we have to say
Saddam
no.
Hussein. Oh, he was literally the one person I wouldn't work. Obama.
I was about to say Obama, didn't he?
He asked.
Yeah.
He emailed our secretary saying, hey, it's me. Can I be on the podcast? Because... because we're friends with him, he can just say stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Hillary Duff, she did.
Steve Earle.
Yeah, Steve Irwin. The stingray who killed Steve Irwin asked if he could be on the podcast.
Oh, too soon, Ricky. Too soon.
Hashtag stingray.
Hashtag sting that Ray.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, shit. Thank you, and goodbye, and good night. Bye-bye.
The yin and the yang. Yin and the yang.